Do you think that sustainability and responsibility in tourism is being lost a little bit in this economic meltdown?
I think it's perhaps tempting for some organisations to think, oh gosh, the priority is financial considerations and we haven't got time to think about green and responsible issues. But actually, these issues are even more important than ever. On the environmental side, actually saving energy with fuel costs being so high actually can save money. So there's an economic imperative there. But on the other side, it's also equally important to protect the product that the travel industry depends on for its own survival. So looking after the pristine environments and the friendly local people that help to make the holiday experience so special. If customers are going to take fewer holidays, which is what we've heard this morning, then it's more important than ever that holiday experience is as high quality as it possibly can. So looking after the product is ever more important, I would say. Companies that promote a green agenda show that they're responsible and that they do care and that they're doing something about it, can get an enhanced reputation from this, which can be important not just for the customer but for the staff as well. People want to travel with and work for companies that care. If we believe the research that's been out there for some time, it's been telling us that the travelling public has become more experienced, they're more confident and perhaps looking for something a little bit different. And that's where travelling to a destination where you actually show the consumer what's special about that destination, whether that's eating the local food or purchasing souvenirs that are made in the destination rather than imported from the other side of the world, learning about the architecture and the music and dance of that destination, can be good for the business as well as good for the customer, obviously. Well, one of the interesting areas that we've been supporting recently is in the area of guide training. Tour guides in the destination can make or break a holiday for the customer, and we've been working in 3 different destinations, one of which is Kenya, on helping to train guides in sustainability issues. So to give you an example, in Kenya, often if there's a tour bus that spots a lion under a tree on a safari, it won't be long before there are 20 tour buses all around the solitary lion. And that's not a good experience for the customer, and I'm quite sure it's not for the lion. And in order to do this, I understand that the drivers go off the road in order to get to this lion quickly, drive across the savannah, and in the process, sadly and tragically, sometimes baby impala are run over, the ones that are hiding in the grasses. So that's a dramatic issue, but this training that we're doing is to help the guides to understand that that's not a good experience for their customers, and also that the Big Five is not the only thing to promote. You know, customers can have a fantastic experience, looking at other sorts of birds and flowers and so forth, even if they don't see that lion.
Do you find that bringing sustainability issues to the travel trade, you're here at the travel convention, do you find that it becomes more of a struggle than it was 2 or 3 years ago? Not necessarily related to the economic conditions, but there's a certain sense of greenwash everywhere, not another bloody green issue. It's those types of things, or do you find that people are still very receptive to it?
Fortunately for us, I find that people are receptive to it, more so actually. I think because the public is becoming more aware of it, and I don't deny that the media coverage of climate change has had a real influence on that and helped to raise awareness generally. But of course, people who run travel companies are also members of the public, and their awareness is growing too. So no, I'm pleased to say that I don't get greenwash accusations or objections very often.